Good day, everyone. Today I will give you the Microsoft Excel material, and you can use this one to prepare yourself for the mid semester too. We start with this table. The wages per hour is 15. And then now I want to set a currency symbol on the 15. It will be a dollar sign. And how to do that is by right click on the cell. And then after that, you choose format cell. For the category, you choose currency, and then after that symbol, you make it become dollar sign, and then press OK. After that, we will try to play around with the table. So in here, we have working hours and then total wages. Um, we have 4 hour, 1 hour until 2 hours here. And then to find the total wages, then you multiply the working hour with the wages per hour. So if you look there, this cell is for the total wages of working hours for, right? So I will click on this one, which is that one is available. That value is available in cell A4, is available under column A and row 4. And then you multiply, so star, with the wages per hour. It will be here in this cell, which is that one is below B, and then in row 1. So the name of this one will be B1. Now, oh, it doesn't work. I will click on that one. So that will be the formula that we will use for the total wages. My question is, if I copy this formula, let's say to this cell, to cell B9, what will the formula look like? To get the answer of that, then you need to count the number of rows between the real formula, the original formula, and the copied formula, which is in B9. Okay, what will be the number of rows? Yeah, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the formula will be copied 5 rows below, right? Now, it means that the the row name of this formula will be added by 5 because it will be copied 5 rows under, right? So we will add all the numbers there by 5. What does it mean? So look, A4. When I copy this one to here, the A4 become A9. You add it by 5. And then B1, when you copy it to this cell, look, that one is 5 rows under, right? So the name of the rows, which is one here, you add it by 5. It becomes what? B6. Okay, so I will try to copy this one to prove it. You don't have to care about the result, but we will see here. Is it correct? A9, B6, right? So the 4 here added by 5, the 1 here added by 5 becomes 6. 9 and 6, right? That one. Now, my question is, how about this cell? What will be the formula in it? I will show you again the formula, the original formula. A4 times V1. If you copy it to here, what will be the difference in row? Oh, this formula will be copied 2 rows under, right? So it means all the row names here, you add it by 2. The 4 becomes 6, and then the 1 become 3. We will check 6 and 3, right? So I hope that you do get it about that one. Now, if you look on the result, I think it's wrong, right? the value of the other working hours is totally wrong, because if it's 1 hour, then it's supposed to be 15. If it's two, it should be $30, right? So I will delete this one, and then I will make a correction to the formula, to the original formula. So usually in Excel, you will make the formula, you will type the formula on the first row, and then for the rows below, that one will be copied from the first row. Now, how how to correct this formula? Then we will use our sense. If in this cell, not if in this cell. In this cell, if you want to get the total wages, then you times the working hour with the wages per hour. And then if you want to calculate the total wages of this working hour, then it will be the one times it with $15. Can you see that actually, when I move to the other cell of the total wages, actually the working hours will change, right? Is relatively to the formula will have a relative relationship with the working hour. But for the wages per hour would be very absolute or remain the same. So all of them, all the working hours will be multiplied by the same thing, $15. Now, if you have that sense, it means, you know what? The the one that remain the same, you need to make it absolute. And the other one that is relatively to the value of a cell, then that one is a relative referencing cell. So in here, look, the F4 is the relative one, right? Because this one is related to the working hours per row. It will change. When you copy the formula to other cell, this one should change. If I copy this one to here, then the working hours should be this. When I copy this one to here, then the working hours should use this row, this cell, right? But for the wages per hours, here the B1, it should remain the same. It must remain the same. So in here, I will make it absolute. How to make it absolute? By giving a dollar sign, remember? But to make it fast, you can like put the cursor somewhere on that cell and then press F4 key on the keyboard. Sorry. Uh, no. Wait, sorry. I'm not get used to this one. F4, like that one. Yeah. So, sorry, my mistake. It will be this and then like this, and then enter. Enter here, okay? And then when I copy this one down, look here. At the beginning, at the original is A4, and because this one is available 5 row below, then A4 become A9, remember? The 4 plus it with 9. But when I make the cell address become an absolute, when I copy it down, it remains the same. Yeah, by using what symbol? Dollar sign. And then if you want to have the fast track to make it become absolute, you can press F4 key. Okay. Now I'm done with this one. Then I will go to the next one. This one. Yeah. We have a group of cell here. Some of them has value. Some of them doesn't have any value. Yeah. If you look here, how many cell that we have in this table? We have 10. Two cells are empty. There are four cells have numbers and three cells has character. So now I will use the count. What is count? Okay. Now, if I want to use count in the formula, I will start with the equal sign and then count. And then after that, I will select all the cells that are available in this table. Now, if the table look like this, then the cell address for the count, you choose the most left the most top left of the cell, which is this one, will be what? H3, yeah? Under H and then row 3, so H3, like that. Until where? Until here, right? Which is this one under I, and then in row what? 7, correct? 7, yeah? So until, until meaning you use the colon, and then you press I7. Yeah, H3 until I7. So you choose the most top left of the table, column, and then you choose the most right bottom cell of the table. And then you close it, and the result will be this 4. Why 4? Because count is used to count how many cells that have number in it, only number. That's count. Now, count A is a little bit more special. In count A, you will know or you will get the info how many cells actually that have value in it. So it can be a number, it can be a character. So if I apply the count A to this table, what do you think? What will be the result? Well, the number is of course 3497 is 4, but because it says that have value in it, it means A, B, and S is also included, right? So it will be, I think 7. We will try equal count A, opening bracket, and then click on this one, colon, and then this one, right? Enter is 7. Now, how about the COUNTIF? COUNTIF is used uh, to get the info about how many cells that the value in it meet the criteria. Let's say I will say, oh, I want to know how many cells that have value that is below or lower than 5. Then of course you will say 2 because it's only 3 and 4, right? Now how to write that one? Equal countif, opening bracket, and then this one is the range. So you select this one, colon this one, right? And then after that, look on the help here. Between range and criteria, we have semicolon. Sometimes the semicolon here can be a comma. That one is depending on the setting of the computer. So it can be a comma, yeah. Comma and then criteria. What is the criteria? Oh, lower than 5, let's say. Then I will use this one, lower than 5, like this. Closing bracket and then enter. It become 2. Or let's say I want to count how many cell that has A in it. Then I will use here A, like that. Only one. If I put like another A over here, then it become 2. Correct? Now, the other one, let's say I want to know how many 7 that available there. Yeah, how many 7 that available in the cell. Then I will write it like this. I hope that you notice the difference. 7 is a number. So because it's a number, you don't have to give a double quotation. Before, when I say A is a character. So you need to give a double quotation. Or greater than, less than a number. That one also you need to give a double quotation. But if it's a number alone, then you don't have to give a double quotation. It's like that. Okay. Now, the other one. I hope that you do get it. The difference between count A, and count if. Now, the other one is this table. We will try to fill in the first row of the table because the other row will be copied from the first row. In here, we are trying to find the average of the classwork. Well, you can use a function average, but if you don't want to use the function, you can use the math operator. Right now, I will use the mathematical operator. So we started with the equal to sign. To find the average, it means you will add all the classwork score like this. And then after that, divided by how many classwork that available in this table. There are two, right? So you just write two like that one. Done. When I copy this one down, of course, all the cell address here will change also, right? When you copy this one down, one cell, then we expect that this one will be the value of B19 and this one will be the value of C19 because below below this formula will be scores for the student name B, right? Now the weight 20%. Okay, so to get the total score, the average of the classwork will be times by 20%. Now, how to do that? It will be equal to, and then you click on the value that has the average, which is the one. This one is the 18, and then you times it with what? With this one, 20%. 20% in decimal, it will be 0.2, like that. Yeah. Oh, yes. Why? Oh, my mistake because I think my setting will be not 0.2 but 0.2. Nah, like that, yeah. And then the same thing for this one. So equal opening bracket, this one plus this one, right? And then divided by 2. And then for this one, the weight, it means the average, which is this one is available in each 18. And then you times it with the weight, which is 80%. And then if you make a decimal, becomes 0.8. Yeah, and then enter, and the total score. The total score come from 20% of the classwork and 80% from the test. So the one that you need to do, you just use the addition operator. So it will be the E18, the weight 20%, plus it with the weight 80% that come from the test. This one. Enter. Yeah. Do I need to make any cell become an absolute? I don't think so. Yeah. Now, after that, I will go to the next worksheet. Is this one? Yeah. Look on this table. There is an employee and working hours. Now, let's say if I want to know, yeah, how many A appear in this table, then that one you can use what? You can use count. So I will use like count A, right? Only count how many A appears in this table. So I think we will count based on the criteria. Then like the one that I explained before, we will use count if, and then which cell that I want to count. Oh, I want to count only based on this cell, right? From A2, from the top cell until the bottom cell, A2 colon A8, right? And then what will be the criteria? Oh, the criteria is A. Now, A is a text, so you give a double quotation like this. So it give you 3. And actually in here, we have 3A, right? Now, the other one, maybe you want to know uh, what will be the total working hours for employee A? So in here, the answer will be like 7 plus 5, 12 plus 9 will be what? 21, yeah? Now, how to calculate that one using or get the sum with using a function? You will use sum if. Yeah. Now, how to use the sum if? It will be like this one. Sum if, opening bracket, it says range. Yeah. This range is for the criteria. The criteria is what? I will sum the working hour if the employee is A. So the range will be the employee, right? Because we will set the criteria on the employee. So I will choose the most top of the employee list, which is available in A2. And then after that, until where? Colon. Until the last cell for the employee list, it will be available in A8, like that, right? And then we go to the next one, criteria again, because the setting of my computer is semicolon, so I will use semicolon, but it can be also a comma. Yeah, it depends on the computer setting. I will remind you that again. So comma, what is the criteria? Oh, I will sum the working hours if the employee is A. So it sounds very clear that the criteria is A, and A is a text, so you give a double quotation in between, before and after. And then after that, semicolon again, sum range. Where is the cell that you want to sum, that you want to total it? Oh, I want to total it from the B2 here, right? That's the top row of the working hour list. So I will say B2 until where? Oh, until the last one for the working hour list. What? B8, like this, and then enter. So that's the result. The same, yeah? Okay, I hope you do get it about that. And then after that, I will go to here. Very soon we're done with the video. Maybe the duration will be around 25 or 30 minutes. So be patient, guys. Now I have a value here in random place. Now, if I ask you, like for example, I want you to find the sum of all that number. If you look on the numbers, they are separated. So you need to know how to make the formula to find the total of that number. So equal, to get the total, you use sum opening bracket. Now, if the number is in the separated area, then the cell address will be also separated. You make it into group. Like for example, in here, can you see the group? Yes. This one is like group 1, this one group 2, group 3, right? So you write the cell address based on the group one, based on the group 1, from here to here, right? Start from the beginning, the most left, and then end it with the most right cell. This one will be what? H4. H4, colon, until what? G4, right? So G4. And then after that, you want to move to other group, right? So look on the hint, this one semicolon, but again, depend on the computer setting. In the schools computer, the computer setting is comma. Yeah. And then after that, we go to the next group. It will be this one. Okay. Started from the most left. It will be G6. Yeah. G6 until colon until L6. Right? And then we will move to another group. So semicolon, but again, depends on the computer setting. Schools one is comma, and then after that we go to the next group. It will be this one. This one is L4, right? So I will type L4 and then until M4. So M4 until here. Okay, guys? Yeah. It looks like that. And then after that, the last one here is the if. I think we can make it into 25 or 27 minutes. Okay. Now, in here, I have another table, is a class description, score description. This one is for the if simulation. Uh, the explanation is over here. So if the class is A, then it's a beginner, and then class B is intermediate. That's the only info that we have. Then, okay, if the class is A, then the description is beginner, and then class B, if it's not A, the meaning of that statement, of this information is like that, right? If it's not A, then it will be intermediate, right? So I will use equal and then if. If what? If the value of the class is A, right? The value of the class, where is it? For this for this rule, Where is the value of class? Oh, is here. Is E14. If E14 is what? Is A, which is A is a text, so double quotation A, like that. Then again, look, this is the logical test. If the value of the class in this row, E14, which is E14 is A, that's the logical test. And then we go to the value if true. Again, this one is semicolon, right? Semicolon, but it can be a comma. What if it's true? If the value of class is A and the value is true, if the test is true, what will be the description? Or beginner. Again, beginner is a text, so you need to give a double quotation. But if it's not, I will say like that, right? If it's not, then it will be intermediate. So just semicolon, value if false, intermediate, like that. Okay, if the value of the class in that row, which is that one is E14 is A, then that one is a beginner. And other than that, it will be intermediate, right? Now, I will press enter. Now, my question is, if I copy this one to this cell, which is the value of C, what will be the result? Okay, we will predict first before we copy it. Then when I copy this one down, one cell, again, this one is a relative referencing cell. So the E14 become E15, which is revert to this. And then C is equal to A, is not. So I will skip this part because this one is for value if true. Then I will skip this part and then I will go to here. So the answer will be what? Intermediate. Look, if I copy this one down, this one intermediate, which is this one is actually wrong. Okay, but this one is okay because B is actually intermediate. I hope that you do clear, yeah? Now, how to correct the mistake, we will talk about that one later because we will deal with a nested if, not a simple if like this one. So we will learn about that one later, okay? On how to fix the problem. Now, how about this one? The score 70, 65, 80. The description. It says if it's greater than 70, passing, if it's not failing. So I will use if also, if opening bracket, where is the value of score in that row? Oh, it's in G14. If that G14, the value of G14 is greater than 70, what will be the description? Is passing, right? So semicolon, value if true. Passing is a text, so using a double quotation. And then after that, if is false, if the test is false, if it's not greater than 70, then it will be failing. Again, failing is a text, so you surround it with double quotation like this. Now, after that, I will press enter. Look, why is failing? Because 70, the value of G14 is 70, right? 70 greater than 70? No, right? 70 is equal to 70, but 70 is not greater than 70, right? Now, how about 65? Can you predict what will be the result? 65 is greater than 70? No. It means the value of this one will be also failing. How about 80? 80 is greater than 70? Yes. So the value should be passing. If you want to see, yeah, the formula, I can show it to you. It will be like this. Um, almost there, 29 minutes, right? So this one, so if you want to do the screenshot, please do so. So this is the formula. Okay, good luck for the mid-semester test. I hope that you will get a good score. And don't forget, besides watching this video, you also need to check the PowerPoint slide. In here, you will see some definition about Excel functions. And then after that, math operators and also about absolute and relative referencing cell. Bye.